Hey, what's up, guys? So today we're going to be doing the road test and review on the brakes for the Cobra. It's the Wilwood brake kit that I had just talked about in the last video. So we're just going to be doing some threshold braking, and then we'll do a recap. Once we do the testing, we'll come back, and then Bruce will kind of talk about what he experienced and kind of go from there.
Yeah, we're going to do a 60 mile an hour threshold brake here. Test out these brakes a little bit. We only slowed down to about 40 there.
60 to 40?
Yeah, it's actually about almost 70.
70 to 40?
70 to 40.
Nice.
I think what we'll try next is a nice, easy, firm stop.
Easy, firm stop.
From about 70.
70.
And we'll run it down to maybe about 30 this time.
So 70 to 30, nice and easy.
We didn't have enough brake for the anti-lock to kick in that time.
Okay.
But we did hear a little bit of chirping.
Yep.
So the tires are definitely slipping a little, and they're just not locking up.
So basically just the tires are at their limit of grip.
Yep. And these are pretty sticky tires.
Oh yeah, these are the Toyo R888s, 275. So I would imagine with a street, like a normal street tire, it'd be chirping a lot more, right?
Oh yeah. Well, a street tire would be slipping, and the anti-lock would be kicking in.
Oh, okay.
Again, the tires, unloading in the back.
Yep.
Once they start slipping a little bit, anti-lock's kicking in.
Yeah, ABS works perfect with the upgrade.
Yeah, your stock brakes didn't do that.
Nope.
Okay, we just got in from our road test of the threshold braking on the Wilwood 14-inch SN95 brake kit we're offering at Full Tilt Boogie Racing. And we wanted Kyle to get a few miles on the car and on the brakes to get the rotors and pads bedded and get nice and friendly with each other before we started doing some hard stops. And then we took it out. We did some high-speed brake tests. We did a threshold braking exercise, and we hit the anti-lock brakes. They kicked in. Had the tires chirping just a tiny little bit, and the brakes performed flawlessly. And then we did just a nice easy slowdown from about 70 without getting into the ABS, and that's kind of more typical of what you're going to see as far as you're using your brakes on a daily basis. And everything was very smooth, very nice. Lots of grip in those brakes, not a lot of pedal pressure at all. And they worked out very well. The brake bias now is a little bit front heavy with the 14-inch front brakes, because this car came originally with a 13-inch front brake kit. And we went from a 2-piston floating caliper, the PBR standard Cobra caliper, to a 4-piston fixed Wilwood caliper. And that's going to increase the efficiency significantly over the floating caliper. In addition, we've gone from 13-inch rotors to 14-inch rotors. That also increases the braking leverage along with the clamping power. So this is quite a drastic change from the stock PBR brakes. Now the brake bias is a little bit tilted more towards the front. Typically, brakes are biased anywhere from 70 to 75% on the front, and then the balance 30 to 25 would be in the rear. We're probably more like a 07 to 012 Shelby GT500, where they had the 14-inch 4-piston Brembo and the 11.8-inch single piston floating rear. We do have a 13-inch rear kit we're going to be putting on this car, and that's going to put the brake bias balance back to very similar to what it was in stock condition, only the capacities of the brakes have been increased dramatically. A 14-inch Wilwood kit is an upgrade. It's currently on the Full Tilt Boogie Racing site on the SN95 cars. It's $1,395 plus shipping. Comes with a black caliper. Kyle wanted red calipers on his car, so he painted the calipers and put a Wilwood decal on there so it would match his paint. But the kit comes with a black caliper with brake pads, mounting hardware, caliper mounting bracket that attaches to the spindle, and one-piece 14-inch rotors that are clear zinc plated, and stainless steel braided brake line. So that eliminates the rubber line, so that firms up the brake pedal a little bit. So I hope that information helps you guys. This is the great brake kit upgrade, and we made it at a price point where almost any Mustang guy can afford it, and because that's kind of what we do is helping the guys with the older cars do mods. And you guys that have increased your power 200 or 400 or more horsepower, you guys want to seriously think about upgrading your brakes, because your car has way too much power, goes way too fast for those stock PBR brakes. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Take care.
Alrighty guys, so like Bruce said, we just got back from the road test and it's absolutely ridiculous. I'm 100% satisfied with this kit, and you guys are gonna be too. It's ridiculous. You finally can be confident in this Cobra braking. Before it was like, it was I don't know, to me it was dangerous. Especially, you know, even me at 445 horse, which, you know, to most of you guys is pretty low, but I can't imagine having, you know, lesser brakes and having more horsepower. You know, I can't imagine having 800 horsepower in the stock brakes. So I guess the main takeaway for me, number one, my stock brakes, probably the most irritating thing about my stock brakes, besides them not braking well, was it's a floating rotor, or a floating caliper rather, and so whenever you go over bumps, that caliper is moving around and clanking on the caliper bracket and squeaking and making all sorts of noise, and that drove me insane. Your car sounds like a piece of junk driving down the road when all you hear is the chirping and clanking and stuff. So, and even too, when you're going slow and you got the wheel turned and you go to hit the brakes, you can hear the caliper like grab and try to align everything, and it just sounds horrible. So that is completely gone. This is a fixed caliper, so it's just a nicer, even brake. When you hit the pedal, it just brakes real nice. The pedal feel relatively the same. Obviously, you don't have to hit the brakes as much to stop now, so I'm using less pedal to slow down, which is great. And then there's that initial, if you guys have driven the Cobras, or even probably even, you know, your guys' GTs and stuff like that, there's like that, when you hit the brakes, it kind of, the pedal doesn't jump, but it kind of, you have like this weird delay area where you hit it and then the brakes kind of clamp together, then you feel the brakes. That's gone. It's just literally when you push the brakes on, the brakes are there, which is really, really nice. So that's kind of my takeaway. I definitely recommend for you guys, if you guys are looking for a brake upgrade kit and don't feel like spending, you know, $3,000, $4,000 on a brake upgrade kit, this is definitely for you guys. The performance is ridiculous. So yeah, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out. If you didn't, a thumbs down. Definitely consider subscribing. That helps me out a lot, guys. And I will see you guys in the next video.